You weren't searching for this. You weren't looking for it. But something in you knew. Something in your chest, in the part of you that doesn't speak with words. It knew this message was coming. That heaviness you've been carrying, that weight that sits on you first thing in the morning before your eyes even open, it's not depression. It's not something wrong with you. It's your old life dying. And dying things feel heavy. Think about what happens right before dawn. The sky doesn't just flip from dark to light. There's a moment right around 4 in the morning where the darkness actually gets thicker, denser. It presses down. If you didn't know any better, you'd think the sun was never coming. You'd think night had won. But that moment, that suffocating darkness, is the sky preparing to break open. That's where you are right now. You've been feeling it for weeks, maybe months. This strange sense that you don't belong in your own life anymore. The conversations that used to energize you feel hollow. Places you used to love feel like rooms you've outgrown. People you've known for years suddenly feel like strangers wearing familiar faces. And the scariest part? You're not even sad about it. You're just done. Quietly, deeply done. And you don't fully understand why. Let me tell you why. Because you are not the person who built that life anymore. That version of you made those choices from survival, from people-pleasing, from not knowing their own worth. Those choices created a life that fit that person perfectly. But you've grown. You've shifted. Somewhere between the breakdowns and the late nights and the moments you stared at the ceiling, asking if this was really all there was, something inside you rewired itself. Now the life that was built for the old you is squeezing the new you, like a shoe 3 sizes too small. That's the heaviness. It's not punishment, it's friction. The friction between who you were and who you're becoming. Friction, when you're in the middle of it, it feels like everything is falling apart. But friction is also the only force in the universe that creates heat. And heat is what transforms. You've been wondering why everything feels so hard lately, why simple things take enormous effort, why your body is exhausted even when you haven't done much, why your mind races at night but goes foggy during the day. Your system is running 2 versions of you at the same time. The old one that knows how to navigate the world you built, and the new one that's trying to emerge but doesn't have a world to step into yet. That takes an unbelievable amount of energy. You're not lazy, you're in metamorphosis. And metamorphosis, if you've ever actually looked at what happens inside a cocoon, is not peaceful. It's total dissolution. The caterpillar doesn't grow wings. It liquefies, becomes nothing recognizable, and from that nothing, something entirely new assembles itself. You are in the liquid phase. And I need you to stop fighting it. I know that's terrifying. Everything in your conditioning is screaming at you to hold on, to fix it, to go back to what was comfortable. Your survival brain is doing what it was designed to do, keeping you safe by keeping you the same. But safe and same are not what you came here for. You didn't come here to repeat a loop. You came here to break one. The people who have quietly disappeared from your life, they didn't leave because you failed them. They left because you changed, and they couldn't follow where you're going. You stopped speaking the language of your old life. The people who only knew that language had no way to keep up. It hurts, yes. Grief is allowed. But what you're grieving isn't the people. You're grieving the version of you that needed them. If this is hitting something deep in you right now, if you can feel it in your chest, type shedding in the comments. Not for me, for you, to mark this moment. To tell the universe you're aware of what's happening and you're not running from it anymore. That loneliness you've been feeling, it's solitude with a purpose. There's a stretch on every path of transformation where you have to walk alone. Not because you're unworthy of company, because the next version of your life requires you to arrive without carrying everyone else's expectations on your back. You've been so used to being defined by your relationships, your roles, your responsibilities to others, that you've never actually met yourself in silence. This season is the introduction. You are meeting the real you for the first time. And the real you is not small. The real you has been buried under years of accommodation and dimming and bending yourself into shapes that other people found convenient. No more. That restlessness you feel, that inability to settle, that nagging sense that something massive is about to happen, trust it. Your body knows things your mind hasn't caught up to yet. Your nervous system is reorganizing. Your intuition is recalibrating. That gut feeling pulling you towards something you can't see yet. That's your future trying to reach you. It's been reaching for a while now, but you kept second-guessing it. You kept telling yourself you were being unrealistic. You kept choosing the responsible thing, the safe thing, the thing that everyone around you would approve of. And every time you did that, you felt a little more of yourself go dark. This is you turning the lights back on. The heaviness is the old you resisting the release. Every coping mechanism you built that no longer serves you, every belief about yourself that someone else planted, every time you said, "I'm fine," when you were anything but. All of that has weight. You've been carrying it so long, you forgot it wasn't yours. You thought that's just what life felt like. You thought everyone walked around with a stone in their chest. They don't. And neither will you, not after this. Here's what I need you to understand. Transformation doesn't announce itself with fireworks. It announces itself with exhaustion, with confusion, with the strange sensation that your old life is suddenly intolerable even though nothing outwardly changed. The change happened inside you first. The outside world just hasn't caught up yet. But it will. It always does. Reality has no choice but to reorganize itself around the person you've become. Energy finds its match. Your energy has already shifted. You just need the courage to let the old structure fall. Stop rebuilding what keeps collapsing. If it keeps falling apart, it's because it's supposed to. You don't fix a cocoon. You don't tape a snake's old skin back on. You let it drop. You let it be uncomfortable and ugly and confusing for as long as it needs to be. Because on the other side of this isn't just relief. It's a life you haven't even imagined yet. A life the old version of you couldn't have held because they didn't have the capacity. But you do now. You've been building that capacity in every painful moment you thought was destroying you. Every breakdown was construction. Every night you thought you wouldn't make it, you were making it. You just couldn't see the blueprint from inside the foundation. The heaviness will lift, not all at once, not on your timeline, but soon. And when it does, you're going to feel something you haven't felt in years. Lightness, not happiness exactly, something quieter, more permanent. A deep, settled knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, and that everything you went through was the price of admission to the life that's waiting for you now. You paid that price, in full, in silence. With no guarantee it would be worth it. It's worth it. So when the heaviness comes tonight, and it will, don't brace against it. Don't distract yourself from it. Sit with it. Feel it moving through you. And know that it's not something entering, it's something leaving. Every heavy breath is your old life exhaling out of your body. Let it go. You don't need it where you're going. You're not falling apart. You're falling into place. And the fact that you're here right now, hearing these exact words at this exact moment, in your life, not coincidence. Nothing in your story has been coincidence. This message found you because you were ready to receive it. Not yesterday, not next week, right now. You're allowed to let go of the life that's too small for you. You're allowed to disappoint people who only loved the version of you that was convenient for them. You're allowed to rest during the transformation without calling yourself lazy. You're allowed to not have the next step figured out and still trust that the ground will meet your foot when you move. You've spent your whole life being strong for everyone else. This season is about being soft enough to finally let yourself change. If this found you when you needed it most, leave a like so it reaches the next person sitting in their own darkness right now wondering if the sun is coming. It is. Subscribe, because this is just the first message. The universe isn't done talking to you yet.